Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my July plan with me. I was super happy and excited to jump back into bullet journaling. Last month was a little bit crazy. We moved into a new townhouse, so we were busy moving things around. We still aren't fully moved in yet. We still have a couple things to pick up, but that's exactly what bullet journaling is for, right? It's falling off the wagon, getting back on, and not feeling any stress or pressure that you wasted some space. So, this setup is going to be a little bit more minimalist, a little bit more simple, and just kind of a get back on track kind of spread. I decided to start off like I always do with my calendar page in my bullet journal. This is how I start each month. So we're going to do a vertical calendar with the days of the week going down the length of the page, just like this, as well as what day it is. And then that leaves me a couple, about, I don't know, I'd say about 2/3 of the page for each line. I go through and I add a little notes about what I did for that day, so that way I can look back at the end of the month and see everything that I accomplished and where the majority of my time was spent. You'll also see some columns on the right hand side. That's how I track my posts on all my social medias. So that's going to be my 2 YouTube accounts as well as my Instagram. June was pretty rough. If you've been following my channel for a little bit, you probably noticed that I didn't post, and if not, that's fine. So my first YouTube account is the Hello Bujo channel, and then I also have a gaming channel, which is linked below in my description. I also didn't add a title page to this month or a sticker. Like I said, the month of June kind of got away from me, so I didn't get the opportunity to design a sticker for this July month. So the next page is my budget spread. This is where I go through and do my monthly budget twice a week. So for my paychecks in July, I do get 3 of them. The last one's on the 30th, so I don't know if that really counts as an extra paycheck because it's kind of like 2 days away from the beginning of the month, but I'm still going to create 3 different sections for my budget for this month. So once again, keeping with the very simple and minimal design, we're going to create a first column that's going to be the date each bill is due. The first line is going to be the income for that paycheck, that pay period, and then everything underneath that is going to be my reoccurring bills. And this is all going to go on the left-hand column of my budget spread. So for example, for the first paycheck, I have to pay my rent, I have to pay my car bill. I also have the amount for my Adobe Premiere package coming out. And then on the right hand column is going to be for all my savings and debt. So I'm saving for my 401k, savings for buying a house next year, and then I just have 2 credit cards, so those both go under my debt page. And then I also have an income category over there. I like to split my income up into 3 sections. The first section obviously is for the bills. That's going to be about 60% or 40%, just depending on which bills are due. And then the remaining 30 to 20% is going to go towards my savings and debt, and then the extra remaining amount is just going to go towards, buying myself some special stuff, treating myself. This might be eating out, this might be buying new clothes, but I like to make sure to pay all of my bills as soon as possible and pay off all my savings and debt as soon as possible, so that way I have a better understanding of what's left in my bank account. I'm going to do the same formula, the same method for every single pay period in the month of July. As you can see, for the month or my second paycheck in the month, I do have a lot more bills. However, the amounts of those bills are a lot lower. So I'm able to put more towards my savings and debt, usually on the second paycheck. This month it's going to be a little bit funky, a little bit weird. I have to pay 2 rents, 2 electric bills, just because we moved into our new place about 6 weeks early, just to get away from a really awful situation that was just overall making me feel unsafe. But don't worry, I'm much happier. I'm very excited. It's worth paying the extra money for that to help my mental health and to just put me in a better physical environment, which is something I've been feeling has put a lot of strain on my emotional and physical health for a while. The last thing I put on my budget spread is going to be my credit score tracker. So this is where I check my credit scores, and then I just list the 3 top credit bureaus and then what my score is. And then I also have a little column where I can indicate whether my credit score went up or down from the month previous. On to the next page. I usually reserve this page for my weekly rolling weekly method, but I decided to switch it up a little bit. We're going to do 2 columns. This is going to be my follower tracker for my 2 YouTubes. I'm not really too concerned about my Instagram. I didn't see very many interactions that kind of promoted my true passion, which is video editing and video creation. I'm still on the fence on whether or not I want to continue to dedicate time towards my Instagram, but I am very passionate about my YouTube, so I do want to track those 2 followers. I am so close to reaching 100 followers on both of my accounts, and I definitely think that boosting back up the amount of content I put out will definitely help that, and so I'm excited to reach that milestone over the month of July. That would be awesome. So if you are watching this, please give me a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends to help me reach that point. So here I'm going to list out all of my goals. We just entered into quarter 3. Which is a great time. It's about halfway through the year to reevaluate what your New Year's resolutions were and to either buckle down and hanker down or set new intentions. I like to do this about once a quarter, so watch out for that video. Should be coming later this month. And I also added a second section down here. This is going to be the furniture that I need for my new place. We got a lot of extra room, so I just kind of want to have a running list of shopping things that I still need for my new space. As always, we are going to add a little calendar up in the far right hand corner. This is going to be more of a traditional calendar that you'll see, on your apps or anything like that. That just helps me see how far along in the month we are, and which also helps me kind of delegate out my goals as tasks throughout the month, so that way it's not just like rushing to get a task complete just because it's the end of the month, but it can be a little bit more meticulous and a little bit more thought out, and it'll also help me kind of track to see how motivated I am based on other factors in my life. So once this little calendar is all set and complete, we are going to be moving over to my rolling weeklies. So rolling weeklies is what I do instead of daily entries or weekly entries. The setup for this is very simple. It's very minimal. Basically, you'll have the days of the week up on the same line, as well as what week of the year it is. And then under that, and then you'll just create like a kind of bar graph column system. So everything on the right hand is going to be your weekly tasks, and everything on the left hand is going to be the day that you accomplish it. So if you do your laundry on the first day, you'll put an X on like Tuesday or whatever day that you completed it on. And if it has to be multiple times a week, like if you're going to post multiple videos, you can put that X on multiple days throughout the week. That is going to summarize my July Plan With Me video. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I appreciate all of your support, and I really cannot thank you guys enough for sticking through this journey of this year with me. I feel like 2021 came at us like a storm after the, craziness of 2020. So if you want to follow along with my channel and continue this journey with me, go ahead and hit subscribe. And until I see you again, have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye-bye.